Hey y'all, it's Diane. This is Di's Health Hunt, and I wanted to talk to you really quickly about 5 things that I gave up after going keto. The first thing that I gave up was high blood pressure. When I started keto, I had high blood pressure. My average blood pressure was 160 over 100, and this was, of course, very concerning to me. And when I started keto, I was tracking my blood pressure regularly, and I started to notice a tick down in my blood pressure a little bit, about every month. It would go down a little bit more and a little bit more. And it took about 6 months for me to get my blood pressure into a range that I felt was good. And today, I took my blood pressure this morning and it was 120 over 68, and that's about what I average now. So I got rid of my high blood pressure. The second thing that I got rid of or had to give up after I went keto was night blindness. I know that sounds crazy. I have been experiencing night blindness since I was in my 20s, my late 20s. And it didn't start off really bad. I just noticed that I was starting to have a little trouble driving at night, somewhere around the age of 27 or 28. And then every decade of my life, it got stronger, more severe, until it got to where I didn't feel comfortable driving at night at all. And it was sometime this year, and it was in the winter, so of course it's dark early, and I had to go somewhere. I had to pick up my daughter. My husband was still working, and I was really nervous about it. So I noticed that as I was driving along, I was doing okay. And I thought that was kind of strange. And so a few weeks later, I put it to the test. And I live sort of out in the country. And so I was able to drive in an area where there were not stores with light or street lights. And I noticed that I could see well enough to drive without being scared about it. I wasn't blinded by oncoming cars with their headlights any longer. And that was just mind-blowing to me. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how that happened or how that worked. Maybe it's because my nutrition is better, and I've read that night blindness can be because of a vitamin A deficiency, but there you go. I had to give up night blindness. The third thing that I gave up after going keto was ibuprofen. I was taking ibuprofen all the time from regular headaches. When I say that I suffered from headaches, I mean I had headaches every single day. They just ranged in severity from mild to severe. But I was taking ibuprofen. I would hold out until my headache got to be where it was difficult for me to focus or concentrate, and that's when I would start to take the ibuprofen, because I didn't want to take too much of that either. It would be unusual for me to have a day where I did not have a headache. That would be notable. That's how often I suffered from headaches. After starting keto, little by little, my headaches not only became less severe, but they came less often. So that now it is notable when I have a headache, because it's so unusual for that to happen now. So I gave up taking ibuprofen on a regular basis. The fourth thing that I gave up after going keto was probable prediabetes. And the reason that I say probable is because I wasn't getting my blood sugar or my A1C checked. I hadn't had that checked since my last pregnancy. So I really don't know for certain where I was with my A1C. But what I do know was that I was obese and I was hypertensive, and I was having occasional, rare, but dangerous hypoglycemic episodes. And when I say dangerous, I mean where I was getting confused and couldn't walk because I was, my blood sugar was dropping so low, and it would sneak up on you. It was that kind of sneaky, where the next thing you know, you're in trouble. And I was just very fortunate that I had my family around me when that happened. So I'm confident that I was at the very least pre-diabetic. But this April, when I had some blood work done, I had my A1C checked, and it was 4.9. So I can confidently say that I am nowhere near being pre-diabetic, and that is wonderful. So I gave up pre-diabetes. And the last thing that I gave up after going keto was plantar fasciitis. Plantar fasciitis. If you know, you know. That is an extremely painful condition that you feel on your heel, and it's very painful to put weight down on your heel. I guess it's caused by inflammation, and it can be aggravated if you wear the wrong type of shoes. But I was having regular bouts of plantar fasciitis. I had been given by my foot doctor those really hard inserts to put in your shoes that would offer support. And the only shoes that I would ever wear, and it would not matter the occasion, would be tennis shoes, because if I tried to wear any other type of shoe, it would trigger a flare-up. And I haven't had a flare-up of plantar fasciitis. And I don't know when. I can't remember the last time. And I have started collecting cute shoes again. I used to love shoes. And I now have not only my tennis shoes, which I still love, but I have some really cute sandals. I have boots. And I even wore over the summer some espadrille wedges. So if you're somebody that has regular flare-ups of plantar fasciitis, you understand what a big deal that is. So those are 5 things that I gave up after going keto. And keep in mind that these are things that improved before I've met my goal weight. I still have weight to lose, but not only have I been losing weight, but I have improved conditions that actually affect your quality of life. Going keto isn't really about weight loss, even though if you are overweight, you will most certainly lose weight. Eating keto is really about improving your health. And when I started keto, that was my focus. I wanted to improve my health. And it just so turned out that as your health gets better, if you're carrying around excess weight, the weight will start to come off as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there for consideration today. If you're still on the fence about giving keto a try, if you can relate to any of those conditions, why not give it a try? I think you'll be happily surprised that not only will you lose weight, but you're actually going to feel better. That's all for today, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.